Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive.
Always ready. What are we tackling today?
Today, we're getting into something I think a lot of homeowners have probably had to deal with at some point. Insurance claims for roof damage.
Yeah. Always a fun one.
Specifically, we're going to be looking at that whole thing about getting a full roof replacement versus just doing repairs when you have damage.
Right.
And, trying to get your insurance company on board with what you actually need.
Yeah. Can definitely be a battle.
We've got some really interesting stuff to look at today from Holmes Roofing Specialists down in Santa Fe, Texas.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of them.
If you own a home, you're going to want to pay attention to this. And especially, I think, if you live in an area where you get a lot of, crazy weather.
Like hurricanes, hailstorms, that sort of thing.
Exactly. So one of the things that Holmes Roofing Specialists pointed out in their material was this statistic. Are you ready for this?
Hit me.
95%
Wow.
of insurance claims end up with the insurance company recommending repairs
Oh, yeah.
instead of a full roof replacement.
No, that sounds about right.
So what's the deal with that? Like, why is that happening?
Well, you got to think about it from the insurance company's perspective.
Okay, yeah.
Their main goals, right, are going to be managing their own risk and keeping costs low. So, repairs,
Right.
quick fix,
Yeah.
cheaper in the short term.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that they would push for that first.
It's almost like they're putting a Band-Aid on something that needs, like, full-on surgery.
Yeah.
And Holmes Roofing Specialists mentioned that a lot of times the money that insurance will give you for repairs doesn't even cover your deductible.
Yeah, that can definitely be a problem.
So you're stuck with a damaged roof. You're out the money for your deductible. And you still got to fix your roof.
Right. And that's that deductible dilemma you were talking about. I mean, deductibles make sense to a certain degree. They prevent people from filing claims for every little thing.
Yeah.
But when you have serious damage, it feels like you're being penalized for actually needing their help.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, Homes Roofing Specialists are kind of positioning themselves as the heroes in this scenario, saying that they help homeowners, quote, get what they deserve by fighting for full roof replacements. So how do they do that? What are some of the things that a roofing company can do to try to push for that full replacement when the insurance company is digging their heels in and wants to do a repair?
Well, for one thing, a good roofing company can be a really strong advocate for the homeowner during this process. They can, help translate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Between the insurance company and...
Right, because a lot of this stuff is like, what do all these words even mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, they can provide a really detailed damage report.
Okay.
It's not just about the obvious stuff that you can see.
Right.
They can point out things like, hey, if you keep doing these small repairs over time, it's actually going to cost you more than just doing the full replacement now.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
And another thing they might do is bring up building codes.
Okay.
Because, depending on where you live and the extent of the damage, the building codes might actually require a full roof replacement anyway.
Interesting.
Which can really help the homeowner's case.
Yeah, they give you a little more leverage, right?
Exactly.
So Holmes Roofing Specialist was talking about hurricane barrel in their materials.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And they were saying they had a 100% success rate getting full roof replacements approved for their clients after Hurricane Beryl.
Wow.
And specifically, they were dealing with TWIA, the Texas Windstorm Insurance Association.
Right.
What's that all about?
So TWIA is a big deal, especially in places that are really hurricane prone.
Right.
Because it's basically the insurer of last resort for wind and hail damage in those coastal areas of Texas.
Oh, okay.
A lot of regular insurance companies won't even cover that stuff in those high-risk areas.
Oh, wow.
So the fact that they've had so much success getting full replacements through TWIA definitely says something. It means they really know their stuff.
Yeah.
They understand how TWIA operates.
Yeah.
They know how to navigate that whole process.
And they've probably built up some good relationships there, right?
Yeah, probably.
From working with them so much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we've been talking a lot about how repairs can be a problem, but is there ever a case where a repair really is the best option?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
I mean, not every situation calls for a full replacement, right?
Right.
Sometimes if the damage is small and it's only in one specific area, and the overall structure of your roof is still in good shape,
Yeah.
then yeah, a repair can totally be the way to go.
Okay.
It really depends on a few things, like how old is your roof already? How bad is the damage? What are your long-term plans for the house?
Right.
All that plays into it.
Okay, that makes sense. So it sounds like the big takeaway here is you really got to do your research.
Yeah, for sure. Be informed.
Be informed and be proactive. Don't just take the insurance company's word for it.
Yeah.
So what are some things that homeowners can do to be proactive, like maybe to try and avoid some of these headaches down the line?
Documentation is huge.
Okay.
So, when that storm hits, get out there as soon as it's safe and take pictures of any damage you can find.
Okay.
Keep good records
Okay.
of any past repairs you've had done. And don't be afraid to get multiple opinions. Talk to a few different roofing professionals, see what they say.
Yeah.
And remember, you have a right to advocate for yourself. If you believe that you need a full roof replacement and the insurance company is telling you no,
Yeah.
push back.
You can challenge their assessment.
Exactly.